Cyran is there. Magic exists to be wielded, and by those with ambition.
Who could possibly stand against me?
Unfortunately, I don't have that much set up right now, so while I would be able to get at least 2 copies, that's not... maybe 3? Oh well, I don't know if it's very worthwhile to go for the banner up right now. Because ideally, I would at least be able to get his... oh god, he's so handsome though, but... oh.
I must admit, I miss those days in the Lyceum. And you?
Also, it's kind of interesting how he like... how apparently he used to be an old classmate of Merlin, and it seems like a lot of his skills basically revolve around his ability. Let's see. Like when his EX skill is unlocked, he can mimic Merlin's spells, and apparently he also stops Merlin from casting them, which makes sense that if they went to the same school that they know some of the same things. So I think that's pretty cool, but I just don't think
Who could possibly stand against me?
I just don't think there's much point in me getting him right now, though I do think that I probably will be able to scrape together some more resources to get him later on. So yeah. We'll see what I end up doing, but I think... I know, I ruined a holy number. What kind of setup is that? I think I was probably experimenting a bit earlier. But anyway. So many people coming and going in this clash. Oh, it's sad.
Not bad at all.
Could be better though. I think instead what I'm gonna do is start building the twins. So yeah. Not really pities here, huh? Anyway. Carolina should have a new quest for us. Also, I think I changed my outfit back. Or do I go like this now? Hello, Carolina. Do you have anything for me today? I noticed a hunter entering the Duskmire forest. With all the hypofiends still lurking there, it's no place for hunting. Please, go rescue him and make sure he knows the Duskmire forest is too dangerous now. Tell him not to go back in. Alright. Look, is that the hunter Carolina mentioned? He's going back into the Duskmire forest. It's too dangerous. Let's chase after him. Oh no, he's surrounded by hypofiends. We need to save him.
Every sword is a witness.
Hello there, Mr. Hunter. That was close. Why are there so many hypofiends? Listen, Mr. Hunter, the Duskmire forest isn't safe at the moment. I strongly advise you not to return. I thought the game here might be worth a bit more. I didn't expect so many hypofiends. This place isn't suited for hunting. We'll escort you back. Thank you so much. I'll never come here again. What a huge hypofiend!
A bit of experience, a bit of luck.
Yes, we finally defeated the hypofiend. Let's all return to Cedar Town. There's a hawk moth. Didn't I kill it? Or did it respawn? Oh well. This is my place. Thank you for escorting me back. Don't go back to the Duskmire forest again. It's for your own safety. I won't. I'll do my hunting in the eastern woods from now on. Thanks again. Yay. Very short quests this time. I guess I don't necessarily mind, but seems maybe a little half-hearted. So it seems to fix the rates of pages. His looks really nice. I think I did all of them, though I could still improve this one. Anyway, class. Oh. Deployment preparation stage. With battle recall. Okay. So it still has a bit less than an hour left. Anyway, let's see if this can get any energy there.
Is this what victory feels like?
I'll just try this for now.
I'll be praised for this, right?
I'm awake and ready to stretch these legs.
Don't worry. I'll clear.
Did someone call for me?
What a beautiful day.
Gallop dawn!
A bit of experience, a bit of luck.
Right. Oh, look. Nadine and Baby are here too. Perfect timing. Now, it's time for some magic. Behavior, are you ready? You're about to go on a journey just like the one I took once. I don't believe you. Oh, it's true. Watch this. With these crystals arranged just right and a simple metal spoon, just listen closely. Wow, amazing! The melody, it's like I'm seeing pictures. I can almost make out white birds soaring, antelopes racing across the desert, animals I've only dreamed of. They're flying, leaping, playing. I want to reach out to them, to be near them. And you can totally do that, but first you have to focus on your treatment. How will you recover if you don't even take the medicine the doctor gives you? Do you really think I can? They say this kind of illness is almost impossible to cure. I'm already blind. But you can see right now, can't you? What determines how you view the world isn't your eyes, it's your heart. Trust in it, Bayer. Believe in yourself, and one day I know you'll go on adventures again. My heart? I understand. I'll try to trust it. Thank you, Uncle Larson. Uncle? Whoa, I'm not that old, kiddo. Anyway, we'll totally go adventuring together once you're better. But first, you have to get well, alright? Yes. Over the next few days, Larson plays enchanting melodies with Illuminite, a quirky yet ingenious creation only he could dream up. A few days later. How many times have I cleaned this place? Wow, you're not at all how I pictured you. Though you don't look like how I imagined. I like the real you even more. Uncle Larson told me you helped him collect the crystals. Thank you. Your eyes are healed. Yep, the hot spring may have some magic after all. 2 days ago, I started seeing light. Yesterday, I could only make out shapes. And this morning, everything is crystal clear. I never would have guessed Larson had rabbit ears. The real world may look different from what you envisioned, but I promise it's even more beautiful. When I grow up, I'll go see it for myself. Until then, I won't sneak out anymore. I'll focus on learning proper adventure skills so Mom doesn't have to worry anymore. Behavior. Don't be so surprised, Mom. Kids have a way of growing up all at once. I don't know how to thank you. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude. A saffron bouquet? Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you. I'll treasure it. We're heading out now. We wish you all the best. Goodbye. After seeing Nadine and Baber off, Larson prepares to send a gift and a letter back to the Dark Forest. There's so much I want to say to Laika. I ended up writing a really long letter. My handwriting got so messy near the end. Hopefully she can still read it. Well, you are siblings. You're right. I bet she can read my handwriting, no matter how messy. Oh, and I tucked one of the saffron blossoms in there too. I asked Laika to put it in my room. Won't it wilt by the time it gets there? That way, when I return to the Dark Forest, it will be waiting for me. Redacted. I'll be leaving here soon as well. Before that, I hope you'll visit me a few more times. I'll check my schedule. I understand. You're Magister Merlin after all. People must be lining up to hang out with you. But before the next farewell, whenever it may come, I hope we'll meet again. Come by often. I'll be waiting. Yay, quest complete. Roll before you. Choice 2. Bonding time. You invite Larson to join you in the hot springs, and you both enjoy a pleasant time together. I'm just surprised that only like 52% shows it. Hmm. Oh, so that did unlock a few more quests. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Hello, Gerda. Hey, darling. You're here for the hot spring? Wow, Shippy can feel the steam from the hot spring from here. Isn't it tempting? You simply can't pass through White Ridge without stopping by the frozen paw. How about taking a dip in a hot spring, As a thank you for taking care of that nasty Hypergean, I got a little something for you. A lifetime we pass to the inn. A lifetime pass? Shippy wants to live here forever. Living here might be too much, but we can definitely relax a bit before heading back to Holystone. Magister, would you like to have a soak? You must be exhausted after sealing that Hypergean. It will help ease the fatigue. Well, only because it's free. Go on, head over there now, sweetheart. We're bustling with visitors this time of year. Before you indulge in the hot spring, change into a robe. I was hoping it would get a bit further than that. Oh well. Wear the towel. Can I wear the hair I want this time at least? After the hot spring, woo! You change your clothes and soak in the hot spring for a while. This feels amazing! I swear, the heat is melting all my tiredness away. But to be honest, the water's a little deep. Shippy nearly went under a few times. Shippy's really starting to hate water. Stupid Shippy. There are lots of rocks in the water. Just sit on one. Hey, don't call Shippy stupid. All the good spots were already taken. It's so crowded here today. We can always come back when it's less crowded. For now, let's thank the innkeeper for her hospitality. Our hot spring is what makes this frozen paw so special. How are you feeling, sweetheart? Nice and refreshed, I hope? Totally. Night Shippy's back at full strength. Hypergeans, bring it on. Oh, come now, no need for that. It's our absolute pleasure at the Frozen Paw to see you all taken care of. I was a bit worried the spring might be a little crowded though. It was a bit packed. Everyone wanted to soak a little longer. We barely managed to find a place to sit. This festival has brought in quite a crowd, hasn't it? That reminds me, I really need to start thinking about expanding the inn and maybe even finding some new hot springs. You know any hot springs nearby? This area is rich with geothermal wonders. I'm sure there are plenty of hidden springs just waiting to be found. There's no simple way to track them down, and oh, it's been giving me quite a headache. Say, sweetheart, you're a mage, aren't you? Think you could conjure up a little magic to help me with that? There are no spells for that. Sorry, magic doesn't work that way. For magic to help, the thing you're searching for needs its own magic. Hot springs, not so much. Do you think there's a device for detecting hot springs? Like a treasure finding machine? We do know an adventurer. Oh, right. He's in town, and he's an expert at building strange inventions. Are you talking about the dwarf craftsman in town? Yes, Hugin is a friend of ours. He's a brilliant craftsman. Fantastic. I'm sure he could whip up something clever. Could you introduce us, sweetheart? Of course. We'll take you to meet Hugin right away. I wonder what Hugin's working on these days. I hope he's not too busy. It's freezing. I almost missed Fireside. Fireside? Hugin, are you free? We need your help with something. Oh, what timing. I was just about to ask if you had any ideas for me. My brain's been frozen solid since Haldor had me carving ice sculptures. I can't think of anything fresh and exciting to make next, and it's driving me crazy. Well, let me tell you. You see, I've been dreaming of opening up some wild hot springs, but finding them, well, that's been a real puzzle. That's where you come in. I'm hoping you could whip up a little device to help detect them. A detection machine is not hard to make, but the tricky part is figuring out how to tell if there's a hot spring nearby. Without quantifiable data, it's impossible. How about using temperature? If you could whip up any significant warmth beneath the ground, we might just be able to find us hot springs. Oh, that might actually work. Wow, Madame Gerda's got more than just business sense. Those are some technical ideas. Running an inn like this isn't as simple as it looks, sweetheart. If I wasn't using my head, the frozen paw wouldn't be where it is today, let alone expanding the way we are. Oh, you're expanding your inn? Yes, the hot springs are packed. If we don't find new ones, there won't be space for anyone. In that case, I won't just take payment for the device. I'll need a cut of the hot spring profits too. I understand that making something new isn't easy, but surely we can work out something, right? Why don't you just toss me a number, Let's get this settled nice and quick. No, that won't do. Sure, I'm a craftsman, but I know a good investment when I see one. I'm not letting this opportunity slip by. Madam, I'm making a sincere offer here. Having a craftsman like me on your team would be a huge boost for your inn. Think it over. I'll be waiting for your answer. Who knew Hugin was this determined to invest in the inn? What can I say? The frozen bow has so much potential, just waiting to be uncovered. Brr, it's freezing. I almost missed Fireside. So, madam, have given it any thought? Let me join the Frozen Paw. I'll take a 20% cut of the profits, and we'll be partners. Oh, nice try. But the Frozen Paw is my pride and joy, love. You becoming a partner? Well, that's not likely. But how about this? I'll sweeten the deal with an annual bonus, just like the other staff at the inn get during the cozy winter season. A little thank you for all your hard work. A staff bonus? Now we're talking. What kind of numbers are we looking at? Since you're a craftsman, let's say 10% of the net profit each year. But this has to stay between us. No spilling to my other employees. Huh, only 10%? Really, madam? That's barely a scratch. Do you know what a gem of a craftsman you got here? I bet there are tons of people out there who would love to work with me. Sure, but anyone willing to partner with you is probably just starting out in the business world. Nothing beats an established place like my inn. Plus, last I checked, I'm the only one in Whiteridge with a license to run a hot springs inn. Well, that license is useless without my temperature detector. How are you gonna track down any new hot springs without it? Let me remind you, hot springs are quite rare and hard to find. Most are underground. They'll be impossible to detect without one. Alright. Let's find some middle ground here. I'll bump you up to 13% of the inn's annual profits, but if I need repairs for fancy new additions, you'll only charge me for the materials. Deal? 13, huh? Make it 15%, and I'll even throw in exclusive rights to the temperature detector, with no extra charge this time. Fine, but I'll need the design specs too, and I expect you to keep them under wraps, sweetheart. Done deal. You can definitely trust me, oh-ho. We got ourselves a lovely agreement then. I'll draft up the contract once I'm back at the inn. Perfect. You're a Dacty's friend, so I trust ya. By the way, when do you need the temperature detector? As soon as possible, of course. Oh-ho, well then, you'd better get to running up the materials. Don't you have lots of materials? Didn't you say this was free? Oh, I meant no labor costs. Free and no charge aren't the same thing. Plus, I'm throwing in premium materials here and not asking for a thing. Alright, what materials are you missing? Just a log from the ice wheat pine and a frost crystal from the ice elemental. There's ice wet pines up north and ice elementals just outside of town. Get moving. You merchants really never hand out freebies. Even Whistler, Hardhead and I couldn't outbargain you. Don't worry, we're partners from now on.
Quick! More earth!
Forest wisdom?
We collected all the materials. Let's get them back to Hugin. Hugin, we got everything. I knew I could count on you. Even on this icy mountain, you're quicker than a snow hare. Alright, leave the rest to me. With a confident grin, Hugin grabs his tools, and after a symphony of clanking and hammering, the temperature detector is complete. Wow, is this the final version of the detector? Yep, you can call it a boiloscope. It detects areas with big temperature differences within a certain range, and it's unaffected by the terrain. So how do I use the device? Simple. Just keep it with you. When it senses a temperature difference, it will make a sound and point to the exact location. But be careful. I had to use rare materials from my homeland to get it this precise. If it breaks, I can't fix it. Understood. I'll be careful. Thanks a lot. Madame Gerda, where should we start looking? The river near the inn and the hills behind it. There might be a wild hot springs around those spots. Let's head to the river first. It's on the way back to the inn anyway. Are you sure there could be hot springs near the river? Isn't the water there frozen solid? We won't know unless we try. Let's check out this area. Oh, no. Oh, it's beeping. The sun's getting in and out, and the temperature readings are all over the place. That's strange. A hot spring's heat should be steady, not fluctuating like this. Do you think there's something wrong with the detector? Hugin would make a faulty tool. Maybe it scans something else. But what could be moving around that gives us such a high heat? Sweetheart, don't overthink it. We can just go check and find out. Hypergen minions. Didn't I already see this? But anyway. These minions benefit from the corrupted acolyte's sacrifice effect.
Every sword is a witness.
How did the detector lead us straight to a pack of bad guys? Thank you for your assistance. Magister, Madame Gerda, we're truly grateful for your help. We were tracking the escaped Hypergean minions from the castle. They caught us off guard with an ambush here. If not for you, we might have had more wounded. Oh, come now. No need to be so formal. Clearing out the evil helps out my inn too. That's weird. After we took those guys down, the detector stopped beeping. Is it detecting the cold? That would make sense. I suppose the minions brought down the temperature, but defeating them raised it back up. So every time one got taken down, the temperature would fluctuate. That sounds about right. Well, on the bright side, at least it shows that the detector is sensitive to temperature differences. It's just that we're picking up cold instead of heat we were looking for. A detector, you say? Yes, it's a new tool I had a craftsman make. It detects temperature differences. I was hoping to use it to locate wild hot springs. Wait, that sounds incredibly handy. Could you use the detector to help us find more of those minions? To be honest, there are still a few that got away, and we haven't been able to find them. They're quite skilled at hiding, and this terrain is pretty tricky. We haven't had much luck. But with the detector, it will be much easier. Where do you think that the remaining Hypergean minions went? From the clues we gathered, they're likely hiding near the river. That's so close to the inn. Don't worry, I've set up traps around the inn. At the very least, I can ensure the guests are safe. It's fine. Let's deal with the monsters first. Making sure the area around the inn is safe is more important than finding a new hot springs. It's all part of the investment. Thank you, everyone. I'll gather the soldiers and prepare to set out. Once we find them, let's take them out quickly. Magister, the detectors is beeping. They must be close. Stay alert. There they are. One of them looks different. That one's giving off intense cold. Redacted. Be careful.
Forest wisdom.
Seems like we got them all. The detector isn't making any noise, so it seems we cleared them out. Yes, now all the monsters that escaped from the castle have been eliminated. Good. Now nothing can harm the guests of my inn. Thank you for all your help. We shall return and report to the higher-ups. Great! The monsters have been dealt with. Let's start searching for hot springs now. Let's begin at the hills behind the inn. Those hills are pretty big but close enough to the inn. An ideal spot for new hot springs to be found. Imagine if we found multiple hot springs. I could open up a whole resort. You walk around for a while, but the temperature detector doesn't react at all. Why isn't it making any noise? We've been at this for ages. Let me take a look. Oh dear, it seems to be damaged. There's a small hole in the back. How could that have happened? The battle earlier was quite intense, so it's not surprising. But without the detector, we can't find any hot springs. Come on, sweetheart. Don't be so down. We'll manage without it. Worst case, I'll just go back to my tried and true method. Like back when I found the first hot springs near the inn. It will just take a little longer. Your old method? Just relying on my eyes and nose. Trust me, darling. You'll know when we're close. Stick with me, and soon enough we'll be soaking in our very own steamy paradise. You sniffed it out just using your eyes and nose? Yep. There had just been a heavy snowfall, and I was out in the mountains gathering supplies when I saw the steam rising and smelled sulfur. I followed it, did a bit of exploring, and voila, I found the hot spring. Of course, there was some luck involved, but my sharp senses played a big part too. So just leave the hot spring search to me this time. All you need to do is tag along and enjoy the view. Shippy and I can help you see your noses too. Then I'll thank you both in advance. Though I'll warn you, doing things the old-fashioned way might take a while. How about we head back to the inn first and freshen up a bit? Magister, Madame Gerda. Isn't that the soldier from earlier? Please forgive my sudden visit to the inn. I thought you were off reporting to your superiors. What brings you back? Don't tell me there are more monsters around. Oh, no. They're all taken care of, and I already gave my report. I actually came to present these Everfrost pinecones as a token of our gratitude. Everfrost pinecones? They sound tasty. Oh, little one, they're not for eating. These are a special gift. In Whiteridge, we give Everfrost pinecones to heroes, people who have done great things for us. Your contribution in clearing out the remains of the Frost Fury's minions cannot be overlooked, so I gathered these for you. I hope you'll accept them. I suppose I can take these. Wait, what's that smell? What is it, Madame Gerda? Is there something wrong with the pine cones? No, I just detected a faint sulfur smell. Sulfur? Could that mean a hot spring where these pine cones were found? Not necessarily. Lots of things carry a sulfur smell, so it might not mean anything, but maybe it's worth a look. Do you remember where exactly you picked these cones? Sure do. It was near the frozen river north of the inn, by the waterfall along the river bank. Then let's head over there. There could really be a hot spring. I do smell sulfur here. Let's search around. It's getting stronger. Even I can smell it now. The scent's coming from behind this massive rock. It really is a hot spring. Ew, that sulfur smell is intense. There's so many little animals here. Looks like they're here to enjoy the hot springs. They look so relaxed. Shippy wants to take a dip too. If it's you little ones, I bet the animals wouldn't mind. Though, let's hold off on the idea of developing this hot spring. Why? Don't you see? These little animals have made it their very own hidden retreat. It's like a cozy little inn just for them. I wouldn't want to be the bad guy who takes over their territory. Besides, who wouldn't want to keep a peaceful place like this for the animals? It's just perfect. And they are so adorable, soaking without a care in the world. You're right. But Shippy's a little bummed out we didn't find a new hot spring we could use, especially after all that searching. Oh, don't be so down. A knight has to stay full of spirit, right? Let's head back to the inn. You got your own hot spring waiting, and trust me, I still owe you a proper reward for helping me out. I'll see you back at the Frozen Paw. I haven't properly rewarded you yet. Wow, the inn's bustling. Way busier than the quiet hot springs we just found. No ship is jealous of those little animals. Madame Gerda, are you sure it's okay to let go of the expansion plan just like that? It was only a rough idea, dear. Seeing those little creatures so at peace, well, it was worth the sacrifice. And finding that wild hot spring actually got me thinking. I can make some changes at the Frozen Paw that would be just as exciting. What's your plan? For starters, I'm thinking of turning the Ghostly Getaway into a regular attraction. With new storylines every season, guests will love to come back and try it over and over. I better make sure that lines up with the other expansion work. There's no rush though. And for the hot spring, I've been thinking, how about giving it some new scents? Imagine a calming lavender blend, or for something a bit bolder, maybe even a warm sandalwood scent. What do you think? That sounds great. Just make sure no one's allergic. Oh, you're absolutely right. Don't worry, I'll sort it out. I got all sorts of ideas bubbling up, like a simmering pot just waiting to be stirred. And if you ever think of something exciting for our guests, don't dare keep it to yourself. Madam Gerda, you're amazing. Coming up with all these new ideas so fast. Oh, it's nothing. I still feel like there are so many things I haven't thought of yet. So don't be discouraged. Even without a new hot spring, I'll think of plenty of ways to make the frozen paw even more popular. And if you have any great ideas, don't keep them to yourself. Let me know. Ooh, Shippy's got an idea. A never-ending buffet. Shippy would come every day. Silly Shippy, enough with the food talk already. And that's the spring expansion done. Gerda has chosen to leave the newly discovered wild hot spring untouched, preserving it as a haven for the animals. So I guess that leaves only one quest left now. Which I'll probably save for later. Though I do want to make some diamonds for the new banner up, so I probably will be doing some few more quests. Oh, look at those two in the balcony. That's funny. Anyway, this is probably it for now. So, just making sure I don't have anything else that I wanted to do. Yeah, nothing that I need to do during this anyway. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to scrape together a decent amount of diamonds during these 20 days. So, goodbye.